Good morning and welcome to my channel. Well, it's morning here. I'm not sure where you are at, but it's morning here, a little bit gloomy. Today I wanted to talk to you about how the doctors approach us when they have to give us that dreaded diagnosis of cancer. Not easy for a lot of people to wrap their heads around, including myself. But I had mentally prepared myself, being that I wasn't getting the answers that I was looking for with all of the tests that I was going through, and basically fighting with my physician to say something is going on, but you're not getting to the root of the problem, and you just keep masking it with, here, take this pill, here, take that pill, do this or do that, don't eat this, let's, go through your diet. And I realize that it's a process of elimination, but after 9 months, you would think, okay, we need to do more testing. So I chose to go to Dr. Google, which I don't highly recommend, but most of us do it, and it's kind of sad that we have to go down that road when we're not getting the answers from our doctor. And so I did. That was not an easy pill to swallow when I started plugging in all of my symptoms. But in the same token, because I'm the type of person that likes to take a negative and turn it into a positive. So I looked at all of these negative things that were going on inside of me. And I said, okay, I already know what I have, but I need to hear this officially. So I asked the doctor if, in fact, she would do a CT scan. And initially, she was not open to that. But I said, listen, we've tried everything your way. Now let's do things my way. And as I go on with my videos, you'll understand that I'm very proactive in, my body, my choices, and finding the right doctors that will listen to me through this journey that I had taken for, a couple of years, literally, to get myself back on the right path. But anyway, getting back to researching and finding the answers that I was looking for, not the ones I wanted to see, but knowing that this all keeps coming back to the same thing, that there's obviously a tumor, of some sort going on, and it's blocking a lot of the things that are allowing my body to function normally. So after all of her pills and her tests and diet and so on and so forth, I said, okay, enough. After 9 months, and I said, enough, let's do a CT scan, because I definitely believe that it's something more serious than just a stomach virus, a stomach flu, a stomach infection, an intestinal infection, all of the things that she just kept coming up with that were not ending any results, positively for me. And at this point, I'm starting to drop weight. I'm not eating, because nothing that I would eat, good, bad, in between, it didn't make a difference. It was all affecting me. And so I said, this is time that we get to the bottom of this. And so I chose to, kind of force, I guess you would say, with her to do the CT scan. Went in, did the CT scan, kind of was prepared. The technician had said, oh, you'll get your test results back, in a week to 10 days, you'll hear from your doctor, and so on and so forth. I said, okay, fine, no problem. So I'm literally not thinking about anything besides driving. I was working full time, and I'm in business development, so I was on the road, and I got stuck in this horrific traffic jam from an accident that was like, I don't know, a mile up the road or something like that. So I'm sitting on a bridge, and I'm just waiting, looking around, looking at my Waze app, looking at Google Maps, trying to figure out, is there a way out of this? Well, lo and behold, boom, the call comes in from my doctor. And it's only been, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 days since I had that CT scan. So I thought, maybe she just wants to call to ask how I'm feeling and, whatever. I never expected, for her to be calling me with test results. Anyway, I picked up the phone and she had asked, how I was doing. And I told her that I still was not feeling well, but I'm plugging away and still working full time and, trying to make the best of it. And she said, okay, well, I got your test results back from your CT scan. And I just, I need to know, are you sitting down? And I said, well, I'm actually stuck in traffic. I don't have any place to go. I'm on a bridge and there's bumper to bumper traffic everywhere. So, yes, I am sitting down, but not in the best of places. And she said, okay, well, I'm just, I wanted to let you know about your test results. And yes, you do have a tumor and it looks more than likely that it's cancerous. And I'm thinking, okay, where's like, you just heard what I'm sitting in. I'm sitting in traffic on a bridge, and you want to just puke up this kind of information to a person that may have not done their research, that just thought that they were sick, and now you're just gonna, just blah, with all this information while I'm sitting on a bridge. So I was trying to wrap my head around this as she proceeded to say, oh, we need to get you, a colonoscopy. We need to, get you into an oncologist. We have to understand, surgeon, if we need to remove this. And like all of this information is kind of like me hearing that wah, 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 from Charlie Brown. Because I didn't hear anything else besides cancer. And that's probably what most people's reaction is when they do hear that and they're trying to like absorb that terrible word. So I said, okay, fine. Let me get a schedule to do a colonoscopy. Oh no, I've got it all situated for you. And you need to be here at this particular time and so on and so forth. Okay. Please send this to me in an email because I'm not going to remember any of this. I hung up the phone and I sat back because obviously there was no place for me to go. I sat back in my driver's seat and I'm like, wow. I'm not sure what I'm more shocked at. The diagnosis, which, like I said, I had kind of mentally prepared myself for that already, but I needed to wrap my head around this a little bit more. But I think it was more the fact of just the abrupt, callous way that this doctor went about telling me, knowing where I was at. Well, a lot of people might have not taken things so lightly and parked their car, put their car in park, went over to the side of the bridge and jumped off. I mean, seriously, that's what could have happened. But I chose to sit there and think about things and try to wrap my head around it. And this is where I'm going to lead into my next video with what the procedures were and how we were herded like cattle. And it was just absolutely barbaric what I encountered. And I would love to hear your stories about how you were treated when you were diagnosed. Please, comment, down in the comment sections. You can shoot me an email, whatever it is. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time.